6 p.m. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Daman Zaman. The headlines. The Minister for Petroleum says the groundbreaking for the establishment of a state-of-the-art oil refinery in Gwadar will soon be performed. The Foreign Minister says an intra-Afghan dialogue is the only way forward to resolve the Afghan issue through peaceful means. 5 terrorists and facilitators involved in the attack on the Chinese consulate in Karachi have been arrested, while 2 others have been killed in an operation in Balochistan. In occupied Kashmir, the Indian police and the troops have arrested 7 youths during cordon and search operations and nocturnal raids in Shopania district. Germany has recognized its historical responsibility for crimes committed by the Nazis in Greece. A Myanmar court has rejected the appeal of 2 Reuters reporters sentenced to 7 years in prison on charges of breaking the Official Secret Act. And now the news in detail. The Minister for Petroleum and Natural Resources, Ghulam Sarwar Khan, says board of directors of all the oil and gas companies will be reconstituted to provide appropriate representation to all the provinces. He was addressing a press conference along with the Balochistan Chief Minister Jam Kamal Khan in Quetta today. The minister said the government attaches top priority to the progress and prosperity of the people of Balochistan and will provide them all possible representation in the mainstream institutions. The Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi has again urged for an intra-Afghan dialogue to resolve the Afghan issue through peaceful means. In an interview with an English daily in Islamabad, the minister particularly called upon the Taliban to come to the negotiations table with the Afghan government to give peace and stability a chance in their homeland. The foreign minister said outsiders can only help the Afghans to sit together and resolve their differences through talks. The Minister for Water Resources, Faisal Wada, says in a major breakthrough, India has agreed to Pakistan's request for inspection of its projects in Chenab Basin. In a tweet today, the minister said the move came after our continued efforts for seeking a negotiated settlement of the long-standing Indus Water Basin Treaty dispute between Pakistan and India. The minister said he has directed his team headed by the Commissioner for Indus Waters, Mahar Ali, to visit and carry out inspection of projects from the 27th January to the 1st of February 2019. Faisal Wada welcomed the gesture from India and expect the same spirit for the resolution of other outstanding issues as well. The Information Minister Chaudhry Fawad Hussain has urged the opposition not to make credible institutions of Shaukat Khanum Hospital and Namal University controversial for the sake of their politics. He was reacting to a tweet of the Pakistan Muslim League Nawaz leader Maryam Aurangzeb, wherein she had accused the Prime Minister's sister Alima Khan of being the Benamidar of the Prime Minister. The Information Minister clarified that Alima Khan has never been the Prime Minister or public office holder, and she had declared all her properties. In Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, 200 basic health units are being established to provide quality health facilities in the province. This was stated by the Provincial Minister for Health, Dr. Hisham Inamullah Khan, while presiding over a meeting in Peshawar. The Provincial Minister said sufficient funds have also been allocated to upgrade the rural health centers in the province. The Supreme Court has decided not to close the Asghar Khan case against doling out money to politicians in the 1990 general elections and take it to its logical conclusion. The order was passed by a 3-member bench of the Apex Court headed by the Chief Justice, Mr. Justice Mia Saqib Nassar, while hearing the case in Islamabad today. At the very outset of the proceedings, FIA pleaded for closing the case due to absence of solid evidence and some technical reasons. The Chief Justice asked the senior lawyer Salman Akram Raja to assist the court for further proceeding the case. The case has now been adjourned till the 25th of this month. A full court reference will be held at the Supreme Court of Pakistan on the 17th of this month on the retirement of the Chief Justice, Mr. Justice Mia Saqib Nisar. The Chief Justice of Pakistan designate, Mr. Justice Asif Saeed Khosa, Vice Chairman Pakistan Bar Council, President Supreme Court Bar Association, and the Attorney General of Pakistan will attend the event, among others. The Chief Justice designate, Mr. Justice Asif Saeed Khosa, will assume the charge of the office on the 18th of this month. This is Radio Pakistan. A delegation of the business community met the Chief of the Army Staff General Qamar Javed Bajwa in Karachi today. According to ISPR, the Army Chief apprised the business community about improved security situation of the country, especially in Karachi. He asked the delegation to capitalize on the environment and assist in economic stability of the country. The business community acknowledged Pakistan Army's efforts in bringing about secure environment for increased business opportunities in the country. They pledged that the business community shall contribute their critical bit in strengthening the economic capacity of the country. 5 terrorists and their facilitators involved in the attack on the Chinese consulate in Karachi have been identified and arrested. Addressing a news conference in Karachi this afternoon, the Additional Inspector General Sindh Police, Dr. Amir Sheikh, said Balochistan Liberation Army carried out the terrorist attack with the support of India. He said Aslam alias Achu was the mastermind of the attack and its plot was hatched in Afghanistan. He said attack on the Chinese consulate was aimed at creating rift between the Pakistan-China relations. In occupied Kashmir, the Indian police and troops arrested 7 youths during coordinated search operation and nocturnal raids in Shupaiya district. The troops and the police personnel conducted raids on houses after cordoning of Kanjiwalar, Wangam, Rakhpura, Amirabad, Naristan Handu, Batapura and the Ragad areas of the district and picked up 7 youths for participating in anti-India demonstrations. Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi has stressed his country's support for the Afghan government's efforts to maintain national security and stability and to advance the Afghan peace process. Wang Yi said this after his meeting with the Afghan National Security Advisor, Hamdullah Mohib, in Beijing today. He said China is ready to continue to provide necessary support for the reconciliation process and peaceful reconstruction process in Afghanistan. Germany has recognized its historical responsibility for crimes committed by the Nazis in Greece. This was stated by the German Chancellor Angela Merkel on her first visit to Athens today since 2014. She said, "We know how much suffering we as Germany during time of Nazism have brought to Greece." A Myanmar court today rejected the appeal of 2 Reuters reporters sentenced to 7 years in jail on charges of breaking the Official Secrets Act. The court rejected their appeal, saying the defense had not provided sufficient evidence to show they were innocent. Wallon, 32 years old, and Kyu Sol U, 28 years old, exposed the summary execution of 10 Muslim Rohingyas by the security forces during the military's anti-Rohingya operation in 2017. In Iraq, 2 people were killed and more than 2 dozens injured in a car bomb blast at a busy marketplace in the town of Al-Qaim on the Syrian border today. In Europe, heavy snowfalls have brought chaos to parts of Germany and Sweden today, leaving roads blocked, trains halted, and schools shut. The Red Cross helps drivers stuck on a motorway in the southern German state of Bavaria as schools and rail services were also hit. A 9-year-old boy was killed by a falling tree. Cricket. In the third and final cricket test match at Johannesburg against Pakistan, South Africa were 227 runs for the loss of 3 wickets a short while ago. Earlier, South Africa won the toss and elected to bat first. South Africa has already won the 3-match series 2-0. And finally, the weather. Rain with snowfall over the hills is expected at scattered places in Malakand, Hazara, Peshawar, Kohat, Mardan, Sargoda, Gujranwala, Faisalabad, Rawalpindi, Lahore divisions, Islamabad, Gilgit, Baltistan, and Kashmir during the next 24 hours. However, partly cloudy weather with light rain, drizzle at few places is also expected along the Sindh-Makran coast, including Karachi. And that is the end of this news bulletin. For more news and analyses, log on to our website, radio.gov.pk, and you can also watch the live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.